Welcome to this model. This video is all about antenna noise. Let's get started. Antennas operating in the receiving mode introduce noise into the satellite circuit. Noise therefore will be introduced by the satellite receive antenna and the ground station receive antenna. Although the physical origins of the noise is in either case are similar, the magnitudes of the effects differ significantly. The antenna noise can be broadly classified into two groups. One is noise originating from the antenna losses and sky noise. Sky noise is a term used to describe microwave radiation which is present throughout the universe and which appears to originate from matter in any form at infinite temperatures. Such radiation in fact covers a wide spectrum than just the microwave spectrum. The equivalent noise temperature of the sky is seen by an earth station antenna. It is shown in this figure. So the lower graph is for the antenna pointing directly overhead, while the upper graph is for the antenna pointing just above the horizon. The increased noise in the latter case results from the thermal radiation from the earth, and this in fact sets a lower limit of about 5% at C band and 10 degree at KU band on the elevation angle, which may be used with ground based antennas. The graphs show that at low frequency end of the spectrum, the noise decreases with increasing frequency. Where the antenna is zenith pointing, the noise temperature falls to about 3 kilohertz at frequencies between 3 Kelvin at frequencies between 1 to 10 gigahertz. So this represents the residual background radiation in the universe. Above about 10 gigahertz, two peaks in temperatures are observed resulting from the resonant losses in the Earth's atmosphere. These are seen to coincide with the peaks in the atmospheric absorption loss, and any absorptive loss mechanism generates thermal noise, there being a direct connection between the loss and the effective noise temperature. And rainfall also introduces attenuation, and therefore it degrades the transmission in two ways. One is it attenuates the signal and it introduces the noise. The second one is it introduces the noise. So the detrimental effects of rain are much worse at KU band frequencies than at C band. And the downlink fade rain fed margins must also allow for the increased noise generated. So this diagram applies to ground based station antennas. Satellite antennas are generally pointed towards the earth and therefore they receive the full thermal radiation from it. In this case, the equivalent noise temperature of the antenna excluding antenna losses is approximately 290 Kelvin. Antenna losses add to the noise received as radiation, and the total antenna noise temperature is the sum of the equivalent noise temperature of all these sources. And for large ground-based C-band antennas, the total antenna noise temperature is typically about 60 Kelvin, and for the KU band about 80 Kelvin under clear skies conditions. So these values do not apply to any specific situation and are quoted merely to give some idea about the magnitudes involved. And this diagram shows the noise temperature as a function of angle of elevation for a 1.8 meter antenna operating in the KU band. Okay. And now let us move on to amplifier noise temperature. Consider first the noise representation of the antenna and the low noise amplifier as shown in this figure. So the available power gain of the amplifier is denoted here as G and the noise power output as PNO. For the moment we will work with the noise power per unit bandwidth, which is simply the noise energy in joules, and the input noise energy coming from the antenna can be written as N0, antenna is equal to K into T antenna. The output noise energy N0 out will be G into N0 antenna plus the contribution made by the amplifier. Now all the amplifier noise wherever it occurs in the amplifier may be referred to the input in terms of equivalent input noise temperature for the amplifier TE. So this allows the output noise to be written as N naught out is equal to Gk into T antenna plus Te. So the total noise referred to the input is simply N naught out divided by G. Therefore, N naught in will be equal to K into T antenna plus Te, where Te can be obtained by measurement, a typical value being in the range of 35 to 100 Kelvin, and this equation can be used to calculate the N naught in. Okay. Now let us discuss about the amplifiers in cascade. You can see the cascade connection in this figure. For this arrangement, the overall gain is given by G is equal to G1 plus G1 into G2. Okay. The noise energy of the amplifier to refer to its own input is simply Tk into Te2. And the noise input to amplifier 2 from the preceding stages is G1 into K into T antenna plus Te1. And thus, the total noise energy referred to amplifier 2 input is N02 is equal to G1 into K into T antenna plus Te1 plus K into Te2. That is shown in this equation. This noise energy may be referred to amplifier 1 input by dividing the available power gain of the amplifier 1. Therefore, N01 is equal to N02 divided by G1, which is equal to K into T antenna plus Te1 plus Te2 by G1. A system noise temperature may now be defined as Ts, and N01 is equal to K into Ts. Therefore, Ts is given by T antenna plus Te1 plus Te2 by G1. Right. And this is a very important result. It shows that the noise temperature of the second stage is divided by the power gain of the first stage when referred to the input. Therefore, in order to keep the overall system noise as low as possible, the first stage should have high power gain as well as low noise temperature. This result may be generalized to any number of stages in cascade, giving Ts is equal to T antenna plus T1 plus T2 by G1 plus T3 by G1 into G2 and so on. So, the output noise energy N0 out will be given as G into N0 into antenna plus the contribution made by the amplifier. Now, all the amplifier noise wherever it occurs in the amplifier will be referred to the input in terms of the equivalent input noise temperature for the amplifier Te. So, that's why we write N0 out as Gk into T antenna plus Te. Okay. Thank you.